Live from the campus of Staples High School, it's varsity field hockey on the DAF Media Network. This afternoon, we've got a good one. The Staples Wreckers against the Darien Blue Wave. A couple of undefeated teams who know each other oh so well. Hi, everybody. I'm Damian Andrews. So glad you could be with us for this DAF Media broadcast of field hockey. Joining me on the broadcast this afternoon is Kari Johns and John Paprotna. And we are underway here, and I'm going to hand it over to Kari, who will call most of the first half of this game.
He knows how much I love to talk about the game of field hockey. Hi, everyone. It's a beautiful day today. We're enjoying some beautiful September weather, and you are watching two of probably the top teams in Lower Fairfield County. The FCIAC in general, actually, let me correct that, is so strong this year, John. We're looking for some great competition in the FCIAC in general. We've got Norwalk, New Canaan, Greenwich, Fairfield Ludlow. I know I'm leaving someone out, but just some strong teams.
Agreed, and anytime these two get together, it feels like playoff hockey for sure.
You're seeing Darien with their first penalty corner. Raina John's taking a shot on goal, and that hits a Darien foot, so that'll be a 16-yard hit coming out. You're going to see a fast-paced game here. This is Staples and Darien, again, two really strong competitive teams. Both teams just really well-skilled, very well-coached, and just, you know, great players on both teams, whether it be with speed, whether it be with stick skill, whether it be just with composure. It's just going to be a really well-paced match. So Darien traveling down the right side, some great circle play entry, and stopped by Staples right inside the circle, and good out, attacking down the center of the field, and a good outlet to the right side. But Charlotte DeMittner in the backfield for Darien, able to break this ball up, and Staples trying to break that play up, but a ball into Raina Johns in the center of the field, and she's going to send that ball left. We're going to see if Darien can attack down the left line. Here's Brinsley Rush bringing up the pay, and Darien trying to send it around the backfield to change the point of attack. All right, Darien trying to re-attack down the right sideline, and you're going to see Staples apply pressure immediately. That's what they're so good at. You're not going to see a lot of uncontested play on either side, I would say. Charlotte DeMittner, senior, re-entering Darien. She
hard hit there by Charlotte.
Yeah, she spent some time in Holland and is coming back to Darien after spending some time both in Chicago. Oh, just wide of the post in Chicago, and then in Holland, and now returning back to Darien as a senior. So
wow.
She spent some time in a few high schools.
Amazing.
So number 3 on Staples Field Hockey, Maisie Dembski taking a ball out on the, that ball seemed high, but letting go. And Raina Johns, who's a freshman at Darien, breaking that play up, and she's taking the free hit right away, and able to track it over to the right side, and she's finding her teammate. That was broken up really nicely by Staples, sent out of bounds. And again, as I said before, you're not going to see a lot of uncontested play. So here's Staples trying to break this play up immediately, and you'll see a lot of, again, not a lot of free play here go on. You're going to see every time either one of these teams touches the ball, expect there to be an opponent on top of them immediately. That was some great stick work by Staples, and now they're going to try to switch of fields. You'll see them draw that ball from the center of the field over to their right, and that was a great job by Tala Garcia to try to regain possession, but she's unable to hold it. And we have Izzy Devaney here for, oh, no, that wasn't Izzy. Sorry, I couldn't see in the corner.
Izzy, yeah, number 15.
It was. I thought that was her run. Here's Charlotte DeMittner again, and she's able to get the ball out of the backfield. But then Maddie Holt, who is a sophomore, hits the ball out of bounds for Darien. And can you see who that is, John?
Erica Fanning to insert right now, midfield.
She gets a great hit
Abby
off.
Ragland.
Abby's such a great player because she's very methodical. She doesn't do anything that's too panicked. She's very methodical.
She sure is, and good stick skills.
That was a great job by Charlotte DeMittner out of the backfield to be very, again, poised and get this ball out. umpire signal her to take this back to the 16-yard mark. You can see that circle as marked right at the 16-yard, and you know they have to take that hit right at the spot of the foul. It's a great aerial ball by Lindsay Olson. Another great aerial ball by Lindsay Olson, and that ball has to be into space and not into two players. So the umpire is signaling that that ball was into two players, and the reason why it needs to fall into space so it's safe. It's a great pullback, right? And it was a great pull.
Great.
Yeah, by Molly Hellman.
White ball right now.
All right, so umpire signaling that that hit was a little bit too high, and so again, danger being called. So Darien's going to take this ball all the way up to the spot of the fall. So this is looks like Maddie Holt, and she's trying to understand where the umpire is calling for it. Maddie Holt, again, a sophomore. A few young players here on Darien team. This is Raina Johns, is freshman starting, and she's able to get the ball circle entry. Her stick was there's a stick obstruction when a player inhibits the ball play by touching the stick. The umpire will signal stick obstruction. It was a great job by Staples to break that play up inside. Ooh, that was a great play to get a corner call.
Oh, she has an open stick there for Darien. Cleared by Staples.
Great job in the Staples defense to break that up. So again, they'll send this ball back, change the point of attack potentially, and a good stop by Staples not to allow circle entry. And now Staples trying to attack down the left side of the field.
There's Julia DeConza coming up the left. Nice sweep into the middle to Maya Reiner.
That's a good breakout by Raina Johns to potentially get the a little stop on the ball, and then Charlotte Dimitner stopped at secondary. Here's Lindsay Olson again. She's going to look to do another aerial ball, but this ball's got to fall into space, which it does. And it was batted down by Staples.
That was Maisie Demski.
Maisie Demski.
Sorry
Thank
for the
you.
delay on that.
That's okay. Neither one. We're trying to see what's going on up here. This is senior captain on the right side.
Grace Cooper. Up to Jess Leanne at midfield. Nice pass up to Maya Reiner in the middle of the field.
Great breakup again.
Great defense there by Darien.
Here's Raina Johns again, hitting the ball off, just popping off a defensive stick. And that ball was bumped up by Maisie Demski. Great restart by Maisie, try to get that ball immediately. And that's a nice pass by Maddie Holt. And another one time that's a great ball. And we're trying to find, oh, that's a great ball. Raina John taking a self-start right away, and that ball has got to be carried 5 meters before we go into before the ball gets into the circle.
Well,
a great
job. That was a nice circle entry by Raina.
And a really good job with the Staples defense breaking that ball up.
She's playing midfield this year, isn't she, as opposed to playing defense?
You know, John.
She looks good up there.
Yeah, she is. So, John, what John's talking about is I coached, so a lot of you viewers know, coach with Coach Tapsel. That's a great save. And another great save.
Great save by Roxy O'Gerry.
Yes, Roxy. Oh, and there's a goal by Darien. Before that, you saw 3 great saves by Roxy O'Gerry. And what you don't know is that Roxy is playing goal for the first time this year. She stepped in these pads, and she had 3 great saves.
Yeah, once the ball rattles around for too long, it's bound to go in. That's what happens. Darien leading now 1-0.
All right, so early on, Darien getting in, but as you know, John, that's very early on. There's so much time on the clock. That's a great lift right there by, I believe that's Izzy running. Yes, I can tell by the way she runs. So we have here number 13, Ava Eckhold. Her older sister played. It's just a missed ball by, yep, it's Raina Johns coming in from behind. That was a stick obstruction. So umpire is signaling that that ball needs to go back. Ava's older sister played and then played at Trinity, if I'm not mistaken, right, John?
That's right, absolutely.
Yep.
She's a senior up at Trinity.
Yeah. So field hockey in the family. A lot of families here at Staples. Runs in the family. We've got a few siblings that play continually. It's a great hit by Isney Devaney. All right, and a nice ball out, but broken up there.
By Jess Leon.
Who's a great sophomore now, Jess is, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and she's got some great stick skills, Jess.
Really quick, too. Very fast.
Jess last year scoring the winning goal against Darien for the season opener last year with Staples, winning 2-1 that game. And Jess, as a freshman, will never forget the look of jubilation on her face when she scored that goal as a freshman.
That's right. Insert by Maisie Dembski.
All right, that's
quickly broken up by Darien.
Oh, nice. That's a nice
wow,
teamwork
she's got
there.
a strong stick there, too. Oh, easy goal by Darien. Number 2.
Molly Hellman.
Molly Hellman, boy, she had the strong stick there, and it was game time for her. Darien up now 2-0.
So those are the two captains, Katie Duggan and Molly Hellman. They're just getting used. I think you could see there when you were watching them play that they're kind of getting used to working with each other. So Katie dumped that ball back, and Molly just knew where to place that ball.
Yeah.
All right, you see, this is exactly what a coach wants to see, is that the team is regrouping in the back. You see Grace Cooper as captain bringing them together and saying, guys, let's go. Let's get this back together. There's plenty of time on the clock. Let's regroup. Let's see what we can do here.
That's right. And typically Staples very strong defensively.
Yep.
And they've got all their good defenders out there right now. Also worth noting, we're without Kyle Kirby today and also Lainey Ambrose from injury, but both are due back in the next couple weeks.
You know, injuries, just as I know.
A big injury bug, yes, Kari. You know firsthand.
Injury is just, it's so tough
Poor
for a
thing.
team. Yeah, it's just so tough for a team because you plan on a certain game style and a game play. We were without Charlotte DeMittner for a time being, and it's just so tough because you have to change your whole style of play. You've got to change positions around.
Exactly.
And,
yeah, Coach Tapsel has moved pieces of the puzzle around this year to accommodate those injuries, and also Hannah Paprotna, co-captain, is now playing back at the diamond. Typically, she is a left defender. So kind of moving the pieces of the puzzle around to see what sticks.
That was a great job on Emma Ash. You saw her move the ball just a bit, and then she found Tala Garcia's foot, which is really what you want to try to do here. She's trying to create a foul. And if she can get a foul inside the circle, that would create an offensive penalty corner. That was a good job by Raina Johns, freshman Raina Johns, to clear that ball out. But Staples still with an opportunity here to get circle penetration. Number 19 here, it's a great job.
Pass, yeah. Great hit. Cleared out by Darien.
Lindsay Olson. And again, Emma Ash going to take a sideline hit in. She's got to once again carry this ball, and that's a good job by Maddie Holt. Again, a sophomore.
Unforced error there.
Here's Captain Tala Garcia for Darien. You see Staples blocking this ball up nicely. Tala doesn't have many options here, so she's got to try to clear this ball out and try to find a teammate. But number 5, Emma Noen, who I don't know that name. It's a new player for me. Freshman.
That's Francine Stevens, freshman, number 23, playing left forward.
So 2 freshmen.
Yeah,
on
Ian
the
Tapsel likes to rotate his forwards out in pairs and keep them fresh.
It's a good job by Darien breaking that up.
Good defense there by Darien.
So you have Captain Katie Duggan. She's going to send that ball through, looking for, there's 2 sophomores here. Evelyn Heidi, good job by Roxy O'Jerry to break that up. Evelyn Heidi and Molly McGuckin, 2 sophomores playing. So Darien within their offensive 25 on the right side, trying to carry this ball down the field. Again, this ball's got to be carried 5 meters, which it does. Raina Johns coming up, knocking that ball inside. Staples able to break it up and sending that ball not out of bounds, able to save it. Raina Johns sending that ball back into play, and Staples able to break it up and send it back out. Raina Johns stopping the ball and trying to send that ball back into play. And Staples having an opportunity to clear it out of their defensive end. Raina Johns breaking it up again.
Intercepting it. She's tough.
She's a tough cookie.
Just like her mom.
The girl said, it's so strange for us to hear you say Raina Johns.
Right.
It's a great job by Molly Hellman, senior captain. She's so quick on the ball again.
She is quick. Boy, look at that.
Great stop by Staples. And at the top of the circle, there is sophomore Maddie Hellman. And there's Raina Johns again, sends that into a foot, but just outside the circle. So that will not be an attack penalty corner. That has to be taken at the spot of the foul, but both teams have to be 5 meters away. Sending that ball back to Charlotte Domin, who has that
What a
fantastic hit.
what a great hit right into the circle.
Yeah, and that hits a Darien foot, so that's a really smart job taking that ball. It looks like Emma Ash again by the running, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct, number 12.
They have these distinct running styles.
They do. We all know these girls. All these girls play club hockey in the off season, so everybody knows everybody. Erica Fanning.
It's a great hole she found.
That's right into the middle of the field. Up to Francine Stevens, out wide to the left.
Francine was able to cut that ball. She made a nice run. Sends that ball back to her teammate, who did a great right pull, trying to tack down the left side, but that's just broken up. Sends the ball back, but Staples still with an opportunity here to tack down the left side again.
Hannah Paprotna, nice break up. Up goes Darienne's way.
Oop, that
That
just
was
a little high.
That's right.
That ball should be taken all the way up at the spot of the foul, so umpire signaling for Maisie Dembski to take this ball all the way up. Nice, great hit.
Oh, no one could receive that, and that's going to roll all the way back out the back of the field.
You're mentioning the 2 injuries. Kyle, as you know, Kyle Kirby, really strong player, and Lainey Ambrose. So
yeah, really the pulse
players.
of the middle of the field. And
Yeah.
Kyle's got, fortunately, just not a severe injury. It's just a grade 1 calf sprain, so she should be back in a couple weeks.
His calves are really tough injuries. Had those before.
And of course, Lainey Ambrose coming off a broken arm she did in preseason.
Yeah.
Again, good prognosis, and she's kind of ahead of schedule. Hopefully in 2-3 weeks she'll be back.
It's postseason. It's really going to matter.
Exactly. and usually the first few games is kind of everybody's feeling each other out. And everybody's not playing their best hockey right now, and they will be playing all better later on. So
exactly right. So we have a little time.
Yeah, exactly.
You can hear Coach Tapsell signaling that he wants Captain Erica Fanning to have the ball.
Yeah, you can hear him all across the field. I always tell him he's the only man I'll let yell at my daughter.
Umpire signaling for a third-party call, and so Staples having their first attack penalty corner, and you're going to see an opportunity here for them to, with numbers up. This is a great advantage for the attack when you can generate an attack penalty corner.
Hannah Paprada, number 7, is going to do the insert on this penalty corner.
So Darien will have 4 defenders in and their goalie. Hannah with an insert.
Emma Nahan, number 5, freshman, to receive it.
Oh, it's a great sweep.
Nice sweep.
Great save.
Flicks it back.
And another great save. 2 saves by goalkeeper, and it looked like a, great job. Still freshman having that ball. It's good ball handling.
Oh,
and
what a
another
great hit by
save
that freshman,
and a
right?
great hit, yeah.
I'll tell you, that number 5, Emma Nahan, freshman
really
defender,
good work.
She showed a lot of poise last on Monday against Ridgefield for a freshman. Terrific young player.
Yeah, right there. She showed a lot of poise as well because she received that ball, collected it nicely, and was able to get a great hit off under pressure.
Yeah, very versatile player.
You know, this is what we like to see is great young talent.
Yeah. Well, now, like we've all mentioned, right, with all the club hockey being played, the kids, the feeder program, Westport Youth Town program, all these kids come in with a lot of stick skills. So it's the future of hockey is very bright.
Yeah. So Coach Momenikis signaling for a timeout, and both teams will regroup for 1 minute. We have 12:33 left in the first half with Darien with a 2-0 lead. And again, you're watching Bulls and Darien field hockey.
Yeah, both these teams have played one game already, and they both played the same team. They both won against Ridgefield.
I heard that was a very exciting game.
Yeah, it really was. Westport winning in overtime 2-1.
Gosh, first game going into overtime.
I know. Yeah.
Rather wait for the...
And also we went to see the Ridgefield Darien game last week. That was an exciting game, and Ridgefield, Darien in the second half really took control of that game. Once they started to run, they looked like they were running downhill, and it was really, Ridgefield was on their heels a bit on that game.
Yeah, as you said, I think everybody, you know, in the beginning of the season, you know, I think with any team, any season, you're trying to figure out, again, where everyone kind of fits into place, you know, what you're kind of made of. And, you know, as coaches, you're trying to solidify the team chemistry as well. The beginning of the season is important. It teaches you a lot. You get to learn a lot about the players as well. So it's coming together, I think, for a few of the teams now.
Exactly.
And again, the FCIAC is so strong this season.
It really is. As they say, there's no easy games, right? There might be a couple, but not much. You've got to go out there and earn it.
Every game. I know probably, you know, we all joked about this because we, you know, coached together. And so when Karen, head coach to Ludlow, and then Coach Tapsel, and then myself, we all got the schedules up. We're all opening up against each other.
Exactly. You know, last year as well, Darien and Staples played first
Yes.
game right out of the box. Was happy to see Staples win that game. Sorry,
Yeah.
Kari, but
Yeah, no, of course.
and it was also in Darien too. So
Yeah. Ooh.
Typically Staples has a really good home field advantage here. They've
Yeah.
done so well.
Yeah, it's always, like I said, tough, fun match. It's always hard for me. The announcers always ask, well, who do I cheer for? Because it's so hard coaching all these. That's a foot in the circle. But because the offensive player just, you know, everyone's always watching at home trying to figure out what's going on. The umpire has a nice
That's
try by
right.
Raina John to break that up, but that was a great pass. That's a great
Nice
pull
pass,
right.
yeah, nice by Abby Ragland. Pull right.
That's why she's just so smooth to do that again. Again, Abby is so patient and so composed when she is on the ball.
It's kind of her personality.
Yeah, she is.
So it fits.
We love Abby. Here's Tala Garcia, again, senior captain, and she does an aerial ball. Again, that ball has to fall into space, and so it doesn't, so it's going to go the other way, and the ball's going to be taken at the spot of the foul. So number 19, Erica Fanning, again, is going to take this ball.
Too high.
It's a lot of
They're really
mishits.
calling that a lot now. They used to
Yeah.
let those ankle high balls go, but they want the ball on the ground. So
So Tala Garcia, again, senior captain. She has an opportunity to change fields here, and then as soon as she tried to direct that ball, you saw the Staples defense move in that direction. So she was so smart in changing the direction.
oh,
of the
that's
ball.
a nice pass by Jess Leon to
Really great
Emma
lead.
Strauss.
Yep, it's a great ball, and there's Charlotte DeMittner breaking that play up, and a good job again by Tala Garcia to win that ball back. Nice right pull, finds Raina John, send that ball across.
So far, Darien really looks good at just getting. They're a little quicker to the ball, is what I'm seeing. They're breaking plays up. They're playing really well defensively.
Now, you had a game against Richfield. When was that?
Monday, just 2 days ago.
Okay. So, little soccer action happening, and then a nice hit again. Great hit. Good job by Charlotte DeMinder to break this play up. Gets this to her front stick and passes it over to Raina Johns. Yep, who had some stick obstruction. So you see when the opposition inhibits her from playing the ball by tapping her stick like that. That's a great job by Staples breaking that play up. I'm not sure what number that was, but it's now
Julia DeConza, number 14, rushing to get that ball, and she caught up to it in the circle.
great circle entry, but broken up by.
We got a corner though. Staples. Did you see that call? I didn't.
I didn't see anything happen there.
Yeah. Staples with a penalty corner opportunity here. See if they can chip away at this 2-0 lead by Darien.
So 8:30 remaining in the first half. Hannah Propotner again with the insert. It's a great insert to the top of the circle. Again, freshman taking the, and broken up by Molly
Wow.
Hellman.
Boy, Molly Hellman, great breakup on that one.
And unfortunately, she puts her body in the way of the ball, so that's going to be a foul. So Staples having the opportunity again for circle entry. That ball is passed back, and a fantastic hit in cross ball across the goal mouth.
Broken up by Raina Johns.
That freshman is everywhere, and she breaks it up again. Here's Sarah Bogdan, and her stick again was hit. Raina Johns taking a self-start right away, attacking down the right side, sending the ball
Nice
in,
sweep
but
up to the circle.
nobody quite there yet. Oh, and here's
Oh boy,
Molly McGuckin.
risky pass by.
Oh no, I think that's Evelyn Heidi. Do you have the Darien list? Yeah, Evelyn Heidi.
Okay.
And here's Evelyn Heidi again. She's going to try to send that ball over. Not quite hard enough.
Grace Cooper, good defense there.
Great defense. And here's Molly Hellman, captain, number 2. She does a nice little spin move, but just can't get this ball around. Charlotte DeMittner sending the ball right in. She's just outside the 25. Umpire signaling that hit is too high. And so Staples with an opportunity here to get this ball. Here's Grace Cooper.
7 minutes left in the first half now.
Nice job by Molly Hellman, but Staples able to get control of this ball. And here is Brinsley Rush in the center of the field, sending that ball right over to Maisie Dembski, who is able to send a pass over, but just over the sideline on Staples' right side. So here's, again, senior captain Tala Garcia. Sending the ball back to Charlotte DeMittner, who's going to change fields.
Real quick transition there by Charlotte.
Great ball picked up by, I believe that's...
Intercepted by Jess Leon.
Yeah.
Passed up to number 14.
Here's Charlotte DeMittner. And
Julia DeConza, circle entry.
great job, Julia.
Oh, gosh, so close.
It's a great job on Julia to get that ball across.
Emma Strauss, very fast rush into the ball.
Good job on Emma to try to get there, but unfortunately Maddie Holt
Darien
makes
ball.
it to the ball first, yeah. Julia had a great ball across the mouth of the goal. There was no one there, unfortunately. There's a mistrap by Charlotte DeMittner, so she sends the ball over the end line. This is going to be a long hit. It's going to be taken at the 25-yard line. So number 12, Emma Ash.
Number 12, Emma Ash.
It's going to take this ball in.
To Erica Fanning.
It's a great job by sophomore Evelyn Heidi to get this ball out, but broke, maybe possibly hit a foot. Here, Charlotte DeMittner.
Watch,
Clear this ball out. Great
watch
hit.
your shins, girls, when Charlotte's hitting the ball. Boy, she hits the ball hard.
I tell you.
It's like a cannon.
We have a hard time seeing over these cameras, so we're kind of leaning around. It's going to be Darien ball on the outside left of the field. Sophomore Maddie Holt taking the ball, sending it right into the center to Raina Johns, who gets the ball through. And she has a
Leon defending.
great job by Staples to break that ball up. And they're sending it through the center of the field. Broken up by Charlotte DeMittner. And now.
Oh, nice pass, but it's called back. What's the call on that, Kari?
I did not see. I was watching how the play was going to kind of transpire through the center of the field. I didn't really see what was going on. I'm sorry. Umpire signaling for the spot of the foul in the center. We have Charlotte DeMittner taking the ball.
Taking right at midfield.
It's a good
Big sweep.
And
Intercepted by Erica Fanning.
great job on
from
Erica.
Staples.
Yep. And Tala stepping up to that ball as well. Nope.
Emma Ash gets a foot there against Darien. She's going to keep moving the ball up the side.
It's a good job by Maddie Holt to break that up as well. You'll see, you know, these girls. Oh, unfortunately, that hit just hits Grace Cooper on the leg. Maddie Hellman taking that ball right away, but no one finding it. And Roxy Ozeri really smart not to make a play on that because there's nobody around on the Darien team to play that ball. So it was really smart for her not to send that ball back into play. Grace Cooper sending that ball down the right line for Staples and not having anyone, so she sends it back to Grace Cooper. Some good stick work you see over there in the corner by number 19, Erica Fanning.
Up to Emma Ash.
Here's Raina Johns with the ball. And you see Staples starting to find a little groove here. They're starting to play together a little bit more, cutting to the ball. You know, sometimes it just takes a little bit of time to warm up. It's a good spin move by Tala Garcia. She loves the spin move. And then she sends the ball, and you see Staples also kind of going in a few pairs. So you have 2 or 3 players around the ball. And as I said, a lot of these balls will not go uncontested. So you're going to see a few players around the ball. They're really starting to pick up pace here.
They really do. And both these teams, if you're too slow to get rid of the ball, you're going to get covered by a defender really quickly.
There's Lindsay Olsen receiving the ball. It's not sending it out strong enough, but I think she had a little bit of a contact on her stick, sending that ball out wide. Charlotte DeMittner, Lindsay Olsen, and now Darien trying to tack down the right side. It's Molly Hellman. No, that's not Molly. Sorry, number 10. Sending the ball back again and trying to find Rainey Johns in the center of the field. Sends a great ball down. She finds
Grace Cooper defending.
Izzy Smith, number
Molly
1.
Hellman is that Molly Hellman number 2? That's right.
Takes a great self-start, but it's broken up really nicely by Maisie Dembski on the Staples team. Maisie being really great wall down there on that left side.
She is. She tackles so low. Really good defender.
Just 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Westport really would like to get a goal here. Nice.
Yeah, you know, you don't want to go into the second half with a 2-0 deficit, but you know, if anyone can come back from that, you know,
exactly.
this team can.
Emma Strauss, number 11.
It's a great job, but there's a good support there by Carlin, senior coming in, Carlin Florio.
Emma Ash, number 12, to insert this ball back into play. Circle entry.
Yeah, it hits a foot just outside, so the umpire's going to signal that it comes back out. Taking that ball back 5 yards and then sending it in. And this Carlin Florio again, she's going to try to work this ball. And it's a really tough spot to be stuck in that corner, that left corner. And Emma Ash really smart to stay on that ball. Carlin Florio falling down. Just got to stay 5 yards. And Emma didn't carry that ball.
Not 5 yards there, I think, right? Is
yeah.
that the call? I think it looks like they weren't 5 yards there, Darien. So that you've got to give your player space to.
Yeah, that's kind of what came first, the chicken or the egg. She also sent the ball in, so I think with the first foul. So
yeah,
they're both, either one.
So here we go. Staples with a penalty corner. Can they score here?
Yes, and
1
this
minute
is
left.
key. Let's see what happens.
Make this game
Hannah.
Interesting.
Another great insert, and here's a freshman. She's been so composed. It's a great slip left. Mistrap, but we can always work on a broken corner. Yep, you hear Coach Tapsel signaling because you can always work off a broken corner.
Cleared by Darien. 30 seconds left.
Still looking for circle entry. Darien looking to break it up. Staples still looking for circle entry. There's still 25 seconds left. And Staples still within their offensive 25. Darien still looking to clear this ball, but Staples still looking for at least one goal before the end of the half. Great job breaking this up.
Yeah, Darien did a really good job clearing this ball out. Ball up at midfield.
It's Evelyn Heidi again breaking it up.
Halftime. 2-0, Darien.
So that does it for the first half between these two conference and state juggernauts in field hockey. Damian Andrew rejoining the broadcast, and a nice job by Kari Johns and John Paprotna. Kari, you going to stick around for a couple more minutes? Or are you? A
few more minutes.
Few more minutes? All right, sounds good. We will take a quick break, and we will be back with more live field hockey after this on the DAF Media Network. The signs are there. Kids are back at school. The beaches are emptying out. Summer is winding down in southwestern Connecticut. Hi, everybody. I'm Damian Andrew. It's hard to believe, but it's year 3 of DAF Media. Thanks to the hard work of dozens of student and adult volunteers, we live streamed more than 250 events in our first 2 years. This is all possible through generous grants from the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. Well, the spring produced state champions and conference champions at Darien High School, and we couldn't be more excited about what this fall has in store. The Blue Wave football team is hard at work under the watchful eye of longtime head coach Rob Trefone, who later this year will be inducted into the Connecticut High School Coaches Association Hall of Fame. Now, Darien exited last season unfulfilled after dropping its final 2 games. And for the first time since 2014, the Wave didn't hoist a state championship plaque. But expectations are high this season. There's a new QB1, and the defense returns some big-time playmakers. DAF Media's Ted Brennan recently caught up with Coach Trefone to get his thoughts on the season and his Hall of Fame nod.
Thank you, Damien. Coach, congrats on being elected into the Connecticut High School Coaches Association Hall of Fame. You were recently honored at halftime of a UConn football game. How special was that for you?
Very special. Number one, I got an opportunity to see Brian Keating, BK, up there. And number two, look, Connecticut has had a plethora of tremendous coaches, and to be, honored in the same name as, many of those, was humbling.
Coach, once again, congratulations. After winning 3 straight titles, you ended last season on a down note with 2 back-to-back losses. How much motivation does that provide for this season?
How about all of it? All the motivation, because honestly, those players, were angry and it's still angry, that. And, of course, little did we all know it, but it was the first time a program had lost 2 straight since 2007, I think it was. It was some ridiculous streak. So, and it was a game against Newtown that we felt we could have won, obviously, and didn't want to go home early.
A number of new faces this season on both sides of the ball. How is this team coming together?
Very good. Of course, we begin to get together or come together in the weight room. December through March, we've got 60 kids in the weight room, bonding and starting to learn how to be a team. And then there's passing leagues and passing tournaments, all throughout the off season. So that's really when they begin to bond, and now we walk into, the preseason and they're already pretty tight.
You've coached your sons in the past. Your son Mark is a senior this year. What's that been like, coaching your kids?
Well, you know what? It's a two-headed monster. So, on the one side, the good side, it's awesome. You get to spend time with your own sons, and where many dads are either in the city or somewhere else and don't see their son or daughter, for that matter, until 7 or 8 o'clock. The other side is he's your son, so I'm always harder on him than anyone else. I get reminded of that often by my wife. But because I, expect a lot out of him, and I know that, if he walks or shows up late, that it's a bad reflection on everything. So I think he knows I'm a little harder on him than I should be.
Coach, good luck on the season. Thank you for taking the time to interview with us. Damien, back to you in the booth.
Head coach Mo Minikis has built the Blue Wave field hockey program into one of the state's best. Darien has won 8 of the last 11 FCIAC championships. And while there's been no outright state title since 2013, there's always a reason for optimism. The history of the Darien High School girls volleyball program is written on the walls inside main gym. Banners display conference championships and state championships. Head coach Lori LaRusso and a stream of talented players are the architects behind this perennial power. The Wave hasn't won an FCIAC title since 2014, but it's a new season with high expectations. Now, while the Blue Wave boys soccer team missed out on the conference playoffs again last season, there was a marked improvement from the year before. While Darien lost a number of players to graduation, there's plenty of talent back this season, including all-conference center back Charlie Sears. The Blue Wave girls soccer program has never won a conference or state championship, although Darien's had plenty of success in recent years. There was a run to the state semifinals 2 years ago. Head coach Lee Parsons is back as head coach, and the Blue Wave figure to once again be a contender in the FCIAC. The Darien boys and girls cross-country teams have enjoyed plenty of success through the years. They'll have their sights set on the FCIAC championship meet at Waveney Park and the state meet. And as always, the Darien girls swim team figures to be a contender in the pool.
As you can see, we have an exciting fall season ahead. Of course, we'll also have live streams of choral and orchestra concerts throughout the year. You can find our entire schedule on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/DAF Media. I'm Damian Andrew, and thanks for watching.
We are at the half, about ready to start the second half of this varsity field hockey matchup between Darien and Staples, two perennial state powers. Early season showdown here in the conference. Darien with a 2-goal lead, and rejoining our broadcast is Kari Johns and John Paprotna.
Darien starting with possession ball, sending it right into Staples territory, but Staples number 20 with ball possession. That is Jess Leon, sophomore. Umpire signaling for third party. That's when it's like a moving pick in basketball. It's the best way I usually describe to people at home who don't know what that is. Number 5, Emma Mann, who's that freshman who's talking about so composed. And this is, you hear that stick obstruction.
Exactly.
Sending the ball into Raina John. She's going to switch a field. She's sending that back to Charlotte DeMintner, who receives it. We'll see what she's going to do. Sweep that ball wide right. And she finds we have our own Maisie on the team, Maisie Stewart. So both Maisie's in the backfield. Maisie and Maisie both for
Staples.
Staples
Gets possession here. Jess Leon to insert. Quickly picked up by Darien. Hannah Paprotna intercepts.
Good job, Hannah, with a nice right
move
pull.
there.
Yep. Raina Johns with that long reach, picking it up. And then number 6, Maddie Holt, again, who's sophomore. Now you see, Maddie's coming from behind. You can't play defense like that. It's just a dangerous move. You can't come from behind. So Maddie Holt on Darien. That's a great right pull again from Tala Garcia. And she's under.
Ragland, look at her go. Huh?
Yeah, she's so
Boy.
Love Abby. Love Abby. Charlotte DeMintner again, great sweep.
She is so strong, gosh.
Yeah, really good
Looks
push.
like Holland did her well.
Yeah. Good. There's another good job by Charlotte DeMintner, and you see 2 Staples teams. It's coming in a little bit with the body, and you can't leave with the body, so you really have to. There's Maisie Stewart.
Good defense by Maisie.
2 Maisies against each other. Maisie Dembski and Maisie Stewart.
Comes away with the ball. Nice pass up to Ella Bloomingdale, number 9.
I haven't seen Ella in the game yet.
Circle entry.
Yeah, lifts that ball into Charlotte DeMintner.
Yeah.
Oh.
A quick corner.
Yeah, I thought
Looks like Ella Bloomingdale put that ball right into number 26's shin guards.
Yeah, she did.
And got the penalty call.
Yeah, and Charlotte's asking because she lifted it into her body. So you see her asking because she lifted it into her body.
Smart.
Yep. Good job by Ella to draw the penalty corner. And Staples with an immediate opportunity to see what they can do. And you see Hannah Paprotna again inserting on the attack penalty corner. Ella coming a long way too. Again, they're trying to slip left.
We got a...
no call there.
Yeah, we had a foot there.
Yeah.
Well, you can see a lot from up in this tower, can't you, Carl?
Yeah.
More than they can on the field.
Yeah. That hits a foot, unfortunately, again, with Jess Leon. Umpire signaling for the ball to come out and spotted the foul. Raina John's taking that quickly. She's going to try to move the ball across the field. Good, taking it to her left side, but picked up immediately by Emma Ash in the center of the field. And you have number 21, Molly McGuckin, sends it over to Raina Johns with circle entry here, but stopped right at the top of the circle. And
Emma Nahan intercepted that for Staples, number 5. She's trying to clear it out.
You know what she did really well, John? She was tracking the ball. Now, does she play another sport that you know of?
Not that I know of. I know she plays a ton of field hockey.
She was tracking the ball, and she looked up so nicely as she was tracking the ball.
Right.
And that's a really hard skill to teach, so I really like that.
Yeah, she has a lot of composure for sure.
Yeah, that was a great job. That was off of the defensive stick of Staples. So Lindsay Olson finding, you notice they're trying to track all the balls through the center of the field to Raina Johns, who's a center midfielder. Raina should take that ball right away. Umpire signaling for the ball to go back to the spot of the foul. Although it was, I think, right where she took it.
A little high on that one.
Yep.
Staples will get possession. Maisie Dembski, number 3, will take it from the 25, her own 25.
A lot of some hits have been lifted, but you notice there's also been a lot of really great flat hits,
Boy,
just
nice
like
hit
that one
by
from
Hannah.
Hannah. Yeah.
Nice and flat.
Yeah, I was just gonna say particularly Staples have had a lot of really good hits. It's a nice ball, but broken up. Oh, Molly McGuckin
That's
coming
the
in a
call
little
there.
bit with the
Looks like
body.
Staples maintains possession. Erica Fanning pushes it into the middle of the field for Jess Leon. Quickly intercepted by number 10 from Darien. Oh,
Nice pass.
that looked like that was a good setup for a goal for Darien, but they don't capitalize on it.
That was a great pass from Captain and
Sure
sending it
was.
over to Katie Duggan. Yeah, Katie Duggan just not able to get a handle on it.
Yeah.
Here's Grace Cooper.
Grace Cooper to
Finds a
clear it.
great hole.
Yeah. She
Stepping
finds
up
the
Lindsay
hole.
Olsen.
Ella Bloomingdale trying to pick that up. Nice pass to Ella Bloomingdale up the left-hand side.
Some great stick work there.
Yeah.
Good breakup by Lindsay Olsen, and she's going to find Brinsley Rush in the center of the field. She sends the ball over to Molly McGuckin, sophomore. She finds the ball and sends it up to her teammate, who can't seem to find the ball. I'm not sure what she was looking for,
Right.
Molly. That was strange. Great hit again. We were just talking
Great
about the flat hit.
Wow. No one there to receive that one. That was a strong hit by Erica Fanning.
Charlotte DeMittner in the backfield. Brinsley Rush over here on the right side. Again, Raina Johns in the center of the field. So Charlotte DeMittner looking for something. She has a nice aerial ball that's
Into open space, but what was a call there?
Yes. No,
Yeah.
he signaled wrong direction.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. So she needs to bring that to the spot of the fall. She needs to show that
Exactly.
the ball is stopped, and then she can restart that hit.
Erica Fanning to insert around the 40. Staples maintains possession. Hannah with the insert into play.
Tal Garcia, she's so low to the ground.
Oh, I know, she sure is. That was good defense there. Intercepted by Emma Nahon to Hannah.
Yeah, and
Hannah
Staples,
into the circle.
they're doing such a good job. You see them kind of roaming in not just pairs, but in triple.
Yeah.
3 players
Yeah.
on the ball.
And that's what I think both these teams do so well. They really do. They work well together.
Ball going right into the circle, but unfortunately no one there to receive it. It was a good idea to send that ball out and then directly in. Staples looking for a receiver inside the circle. All right, John, unfortunately, I have to bid goodbye.
You're signing
game
out.
coming up. I
The
am
great
signing
Corey
off.
John signing out, leaving me high and dry.
You're
all on
going
my
to do
own.
just fine calling
Yeah.
this game.
Yeah.
One under your belt. I look forward
Yeah,
to doing
fans,
it again.
bear with me. I do the best I can.
Kari John's going to sign off here. Kari, thanks so much, as always, for your work on these broadcasts. Damian Andrew alongside John Paprotna on a beautiful day here in Westport, Connecticut, and a matchup between two, perennial powers in varsity field hockey. Staples and Darien, of course, Staples led by head coach Ian Tapsell, and John, what he has done with the program has been very impressive in a short period of time.
Astonishing, really. 4 years as head coach, and this is his 5th season, but 4 years, 3 state Class L championships. So pretty impressive winning percentage for Coach Tapsell.
Catherine Vogt covers that up for Darien, and it's going to be a penalty corner here for Staples. Still plenty of time left in this game, John. Just about 21 minutes remaining on the clock, and here comes Staples.
Hannah Paprotna to insert.
Yeah.
They missed it at the top of the circle. Staples still has possession inside the circle, moving the ball around. Looks like Darien can clear this out. Good defense by Darien.
Darien in the black, moving from left to right on your screen. Staples in the home white with the navy blue numbers. And Katie Duggan on the cross there. This will be Staples' ball.
Maisie Dembski is going to look to clear it from her own 25. Picked up quickly by Darien. Now Emma Ash from Staples looks like she's got it back. Some good passing going up the right side of the field for Staples. Nice pass. Ava Eckholt now has the ball. Bringing into Darien. Side of the field. Staples maintains possession.
And this will stay Staples. Wreckers looking to cut this Darien lead to a goal here. A sunsplash day here in Westport. Great crowd on hand. And this, John, really is such a great facility. One of the best field hockey specific facilities in the entire state. And from what I understand, there's a movement afoot to possibly get some new turf in here, some even state-of-the-art turf.
Exactly, and we are actually trying, as a booster club, to raise some funds to put this really high-end turf in that'll set the program up, not just for the high school, but the youth program. And if you want to learn more about it, you can go to Transform the Turf on Facebook, and you can learn all about our movement to try to help the young female athletes of Westport out.
And of course, building these really strong varsity programs like we see on display here this afternoon is all about the youth programs.
That's right, and that's what Claire Ambrose does so well. You know, it's from first grade on up. You know, it's terrific. They're teaching these young kids.
You can hear head coach Tapsell imploring his team as they are down 2 goals under 20 minutes remaining in the game. Early season matchup between these two schools, both with a common opponent. They both beat Ridgefield. Darien shut out the Tigers 2-0, and Staples beat them 2-1.
Exactly, and you just have this feeling that you know, come playoff time, States and FCIAC, that these two teams are going to be right there competing against each other.
Well, let's face
great
it,
programs.
They met last year in the state semifinals, and Staples got the better of Darien, beating the Blue Wave 2-1 to advance to the state finals, where they, of course, won a state championship.
Yeah, against Cheshire.
Cheshire always has had a good program through the years up there. One of the better upstate Connecticut programs.
Absolutely. Oh, good.
Here's
Strong
an opportunity
stick by
for Darien, and that is a goal. And that's a goal for Evelyn Heidi, the sophomore, number 22. So Heidi scores, and Darien ups its lead to 3-0.
Yeah, that ball got into the circle, and there was no defender around her, and she got a really good insert and had a strong stick and an easy goal for her.
And, John, that was really Staples had been applying so much offensive pressure the last 5 to 8 minutes or so. Big goal for Darien as they go up now 3-0.
Yeah, and in field hockey, too. It's hard to reel off 3 quick goals in this sport, so Darien definitely feeling comfortable with 3 goals right now.
John, I just want to take a moment to mention our DAF Media production crew, all student volunteers and game in and game out since DAF Media has been on the air. This is our 3rd year of DAF Media. The student volunteers are what it's all about. They have done a great job. And we've got the Depp brothers on our cameras tonight, Carson and Davis, and directing is Colin Adams. So kudos to them. They do a terrific job bringing you all the sights and sounds of these live streams. Also want to give a shout out to the entire Staples Athletic Department for their hospitality, as we are in just a beautiful facility here on the Staples campus.
Yeah, and I've been very impressed with your operation, really professional, so job well done.
And John, I want to thank you for hopping aboard today. Your
It's been a
maiden
pleasure.
voyage. This is great. We connected this morning. Clara Ambrose told me to reach out to you, and I was happy to do that. And it's been great, and glad that you were able to hop on with Kari Johns.
Yeah, my pleasure. Anytime you can spend an afternoon and watch and talk about field hockey is okay with me.
And Hannah Papratna took a ball off the
Her foot.
left foot, and she looks to be okay. Jumped right up, shakes it off.
Yeah. Looks like she's going to need to come off and take a break a second. She took a real hard shot to her foot.
She didn't want to,
Yeah.
but she comes off. And so Darien possession here. And entering the game for Staples is Abigail Raglan, the junior, as she replaces Papratna.
That's right. And now Abby Raglan comes in to take over for Hannah at the back of the diamond.
Raina Johns. Raina Johns, just a freshman, has already been a big part of this Darien team.
Yeah, again, a real polished player and plays a ton of club field hockey. So she's going to be very good.
And a nice stop there. Who's the Staples goalie?
Roxy O'Jerry.
Far side of the field here, Darien looking to add to its lead.
Julia DeConza, number 14, trying to get this ball into the circle. Looks like a foot call on Darien, so Staples will maintain possession. Staples ball, number 12, Emma Ash. Looks like she's going to insert this from Darien's 25.
Emma Ash, a multi-sport athlete here at Staples High School. It's her junior year.
Circle entry there by Abby Raglan, but no one to pick that ball up. It'll be Darien's ball coming out.
One of the things I love about this facility, John, is the spectators can stand along that rail or sit if they want, and it's a terrific view here.
It is, and one thing that's pretty great, like you mentioned, this is an all-girls field, and it is for lacrosse and field hockey, and that's it.
Yep.
So it's the only one like it, really, kind of in the state for a high school to have an all-girl field. It's wonderful, wonderful.
Well,
we're really lucky here.
The facilities here at Staples High School are top-notch. Just great facilities. Of course, you're redoing the football field and the track, and
yeah, long overdue.
great.
Most of these fields are, the 12 to 15-year mark, so they're a little long in the tooth now, and it was definitely high time that they get replaced.
So we are under 14 minutes remaining in this game. Darien with a 3-goal lead. Staples possession here on the Darien side of the field. So
looks like
Staples,
we have a Staples penalty
we'll have a penalty corner, yeah.
And we have Ava Eckholt, number 13, will insert.
Much like in soccer, set piece is so important.
Absolutely.
In these games. Eckholt, the sophomore. John
inserts to Izzy Devney. Looks like the ball's moving around the circle. Darien now gets possession. Good defense again. Staples has not had any success with their penalty corners so far today.
That'll stay with Staples.
Number 20, Jess Leon, will take possession of the ball for Staples. Inserts it into the circle. And again, no one there to receive the ball in the circle. So that rolls right through, and Darien will now have possession coming out.
Yeah, that rolls across the end line, and here come the Wave now, going the other way. Again, Darien in the black uniforms with the white numbers, moving from left to right on your screen here in the second half. And Staples in the home white with the navy blue numbers. Damian Andrew alongside John Paprotna. And so glad to have John join us this afternoon for this matchup.
I got to tell you, Damian, this has been fun, and you may have a hard time getting rid of me. So
well, listen, it's
I could play backup.
You know the game, my friend. So it's great having you aboard.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And again, DAF Media, you are watching this live on the DAF Media Network. Here comes Darien as Heidi already has a goal, pushing it upfield. Nice turn that time by
she's very
Hellman.
Quick. Hellman is very quick.
Yeah, Hellman has, as we like to say, some wheels, that's for sure.
Yeah.
She can get up and down the field in a hurry. And Hellman, another multi-sport athlete. That's the thing now. We're seeing more, we're kind of in that sport-specific era for a while. I think we're coming out of that. So many of these girls play multi-sports, both here at Staples and Darien.
That's right. Most of these girls playing field hockey and lacrosse.
Staples looking to clear. Ball on the far side of the field now. And it'll stay with Staples. Isabella Devaney. And that's going to go back the other way. So Darien ball here. Here's Johns near midfield, showing off her stick skills.
Yeah, nice stop by Grace Cooper on defense, but right away intercepted by number 10 from Darien.
And that was Brinsley Rush, the junior. We are now under 10 minutes remaining in this game. Darien up 3-0.
Looks like Darien holds possession here. Will insert from their Staples 25.
Here's Johns up top. Tries to split three Staples defenders. Wreckers going the other way.
Nice pass, but intercepted by number 26 from Darien. She's so active.
Charlotte DeMittner. There's Staples now along the far sideline. Tala Garcia. We mentioned these two programs, and it's really been impressive what they've done. They were co-champs, co-state champs in 2006 after 2 overtimes. That was a classic game.
Oh, yeah, classic. And some great players, too, on both sides of the ball.
And then, of course, in 2017, Staples beat Darien 1-0 in the finals to win a state championship. And as you mentioned earlier, John, in the broadcast, Staples winning the state championship last year.
The last 3 in a row.
In Class, they're three-peat champs. In Class L, they beat Cheshire last year, shutting them out 2-0. Before 2016, it just tells you what Coach Tapsell has done with this program. Staples lost in 1974. That was their first ever trip to the state finals. Swing and a miss by Sarah Bogdan on the far side of the field.
Boy, but she gets a foot, right? Yeah, she sure
Yep.
does. So Darien will
Yep.
maintain possession.
That ball crosses the end line. It'll go the other way.
7 minutes left in this game.
As you mentioned, a 3-goal deficit, hard to dig out of, especially with only 7 minutes remaining, John. But certainly, I think Coach Tapsell would like to see his offense put something on the scoreboard just to, you know, leave with a better taste in their mouths.
Absolutely, totally agree there. Again, this might be their first loss in a few years here on this field. Their home field advantage here has been pretty spectacular. So this would be a big win for Darien today.
Well, as you can see from our cameras, just a great facility here.
Nice defensive play by Erica Fanning to get that out of the circle, but Darien maintains possession. Another circle entry. Looks like it'll go to Staples now.
And it's going to go the other way. Of course, Darien has made 13 trips to the state finals, 10 titles since 1981.
It's so impressive. And Mo, what a coach. I know you were talking about Ian Tapsell, and the two of these coaches are just fantastic. Both schools lucky to have them.
No doubt. Mo Minikis has done an unbelievable job at Darien in her tenure. And she just reloads every year, and another good team this year, as does Staples. And as you said earlier, you get the feeling that we'll see these two teams maybe not one more time this year, but maybe 2 more times, not only in the FCIAC tournament, FCIAC playoffs, and again, maybe in the state tournament.
That's right. I wouldn't doubt it, not a bit.
You get, knowing Coach Tapsell, this will be, the next time they meet, it'll be a different Staples team, that's for sure. And you mentioned injuries. They've had some injuries which certainly have affected them.
A couple of key ones, too. I mean, the Lainey Ambrose and Kyle Kirby are just kind of makes the motor run here.
Hellman with his shot.
Yeah, in the circle. Boy, Darien had a couple of shots on goal, and Roxy O'Gerry able to stop them. Good save by Roxy.
We are under 5 minutes now remaining in the game. Darien with a 3-goal lead, up 3-0.
Looks like Hannah Popratna's back on the field, so that injury, she was able to walk that off and now back out there.
It's got to put a smile on your face.
A little bit.
She jumped right up.
Nothing broken.
Yep, nothing broken. Appears to be okay. Trainer had a look-see, and she's back out on the turf. 4:30 remaining in this one. Here's Tala Garcia. Nice move there. Nice defensive effort. She tries to get it to Hellman. She does. And Hellman now inside the circle.
They get a foot there. Hellman got a foot right away. And we have a penalty corner for Darien.
Going to be a penalty corner for the Blue Wave. Again, shout out to our DAF Media production crew, Colin Adams, Davis Depp, Carson Depp. Here's Raina Johns on the right side.
Roxy O'Gerry comes out of the goal to save that. Good save by Roxy. Darien still maintains possession. It's back in the circle. Another foot. Darien has another penalty corner with 3:30 left on the clock.
Here's Raina Johns.
What a nice drag flick there by Raina at the goal, but it's blocked. Raina Johns has it again. Looks like Staples now will get possession here coming out. Good defense by Staples on that one.
Sabrina Didner specifically, nice job for the Wreckers. Here we are on the near side of the field as Staples.
Nice pass by Hannah Popratna up to number 24, Francine Stevens in the circle. Darien clears it out defensively. Good defense again by Darien. They've really done the job today defensively, I got to tell you.
Madeline Holt with a nice job for the Blue Wave. Here's Ojiri. And she kicks it to the far side of the field, rolls out of bounds. It'll be Darien possession on the far side of the field.
Maya Odell with the ball now for Staples. Passes over to Jess Leon in the middle of the field.
Want to thank everybody for watching this DAF media broadcast of varsity field hockey. John, there were a few clouds in the sky when I arrived here about 12 o'clock, but boy, oh boy, has it just,
Yeah,
it is
I'll tell
just
ya.
perfect. I mean, the weather, in a word, it's comfortable.
Yeah, I always say field hockey season when it just starts, it's really the best weather of the year. It's just beautiful.
Absolutely. It's certainly my favorite time of the year, and we have been fortunate
Yeah,
to have good weather for this one.
perfect. Got about 1:30 left in this game. 3-0 Darien leading. I know Coach Tapsell would like to knock one in here before they walk off the field for sure.
Yeah, as we talked about just a few minutes back, about at the 7-minute mark, just to kind of give them with a good feeling.
Exactly. Here they come up the right side, Staples does. Little circle entry.
And Vogt kicks it away. There's Tala Garcia near the end
Still in
line.
the circle here trying to get a foot for Staples. And they got a corner.
So a penalty corner opportunity here for the Staples Wreckers.
Yeah, with about 47 seconds left. But once the clock expires, they'll still get this shot off.
Yep.
But that'll end the game.
Yep. So really the last opportunity perhaps here for Staples.
Staples, Tapsell moves everybody up. Coach Tapsell does into at the edge of the circle. He wants a good chance of getting one in here.
And a
Aerial,
lift there,
a lift,
and it
and
is.
in the goal.
And that is a goal for Isabella
Izzy Devney.
Izzy Devney with the goal.
Hannah Paprana inserts that directly to Izzy Devney, and Izzy Devney hits a lift shot, and it goes into the corner of the goal. So Staples off the snide here, gets a late goal with 17 seconds left.
And that's really what they needed. Did not want to be shut out here at home. As you mentioned, just such a great home field advantage here on the Staples campus.
Yeah.
And what a lift that time by Devney.
Sure was. I think all the players' their dinner will taste a little bit better tonight.
Yeah, no question. No question. I mean, a loss is a loss, certainly. Yeah. And these girls are ultra competitive.
That's
and
right.
This has become a fierce rivalry over the last several years. But Darien is going to leave Westport with a victory to remain undefeated at 2-0. For Staples, it'll be their first loss of the season. But, John, let me just get your final thoughts on this. Obviously, as we mentioned at the outset, two heavyweights. They play the game very well in the way it's supposed to be played. Darien just a little bit better this evening, or this afternoon, I should say, than Staples. Came in here ready to play, got the two goals in the first half, and built a 2-goal lead, and then added to that in the second half. I
agree. I think Darien also, their defense was stellar today, really strong. I thought they were very quick to the ball today as well. Staples, they've got two key injuries, and I hate to keep bringing that up because you all have to line up and play, and the other players have to rise to the occasion. But those two injuries are so key. A big part of what this team does is Kyle Kirby and Laney Ambrose in the middle. So they'll meet again, and hopefully both teams will be healthy, and I'm sure they will. But a big win for Darien today, and Mo. So well done by Darien today.
John, I want to thank you very much. John Paprotna, thanks so much for coming on, and certainly down the road, if we cross paths again, would love to have you part of our DAF media broadcast. But that's John Paprotna. I am Damian Andrew. Again, our DAF media production crew, our director, Colin Adams, camera 1, Carson Depp, camera 2, Davis Depp, No relation. I'm just kidding. They're brothers, and they did a terrific job this afternoon here bringing you the visuals of this game. Again, this is a DAF Media broadcast, the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. Once again, Darien beats Staples 3-1 here on the Staples High School campus. Have a great rest of your week. Take care.